221 wewa wamanya nze Simon Chris Makanga eranga mbaniriza nnyo ku STV embuga ebeera buli lunaku lwa Sunday ziba saa 8 mpaka saawa ziba 10 twetunda okutandikamu a bit late mu luzungu bagamba better late than never eranga nkwaniriza yonna gy'osinzira okubanga otwegaseeko gwe to join us live on Facebook. Thank you so much for doing that. Naawe atulabire waka webale nnyo baddala kubeerako program eno embuga mu Luganda kitegeeza nti embuga emala ensonga era tubeera no mukokunafu Joseph Tamale Mirundi mutabani wa Mole n'amatovu ne Mirundi Yowana wasibye otano mzee
nze mba nebizo
n'olunaku olw'essanyu kimu kigenda bulungi
siba na bizibu
wow.
What you call problems are challenges. It depends on your brain.
Challenges
oba COVID ayina emibiri gy'atakwata.
Challenges are
resistance.
Mzee utandikiddewo.
Hey, nango omuntu ogwange guli resistance kugundi.
To some problems.
Embuga. Naye nga bwe tubulayo ennaku entono tulonde buli programu yange yonna nabagamba nje kugikolerangamu. Kakati ekizibu kyemulina mu Uganda nti media yammwe era nga bwe badde okulera bwe maliriza Bobi Wine yatukoledde ekintu kimu alesa adisooyinza institutions zonna ekyo mukubirako mu ngalo.
Bobi Wine atiyazemu.
Bobi Wine has destroyed all the institutions.
Mbadde has exposed the challenges.
No. Kati media nfu bannaddiini bafu traditional institutions zonna nfu azirese ku ttaka. It will give us an opportunity to build new institutions. In fact, my latest book, which I'm going to release immediately after the elections, is going back to the drawing board. The title yako. Kakati gwe sooka olabe. Olaba amawulire gano. Nti bano abakubi b'ebikonde akwane details baali bagenda kukuba bikonde bweru. Does it mean bw'oba ogenda kuba bikonde bweru nobeera involved in a crime, do you attain diplomatic immunity? What if bagenza okuba ebikonde ebweru ne babasanga nga balina enjaga? You can't get a license because you are going for an international tournament. Is it the reason why you should involve in criminality? The issue that these boxers locked up in election fight, not because they are criminals. The man goes ahead to tell you 3 boxers had scheduled fights this month. What doesn't God kill people who are going for their wedding? The Bagole don't die on the eve of even during.
So Ogamba, it was his fate. Or
yes,
it is their fate.
Hey, kakati bw'oza omusango ndi kuba ogenda kubeera mugole. It could be olaba kino bakijjeeyo nti baakola ebintu bino nga bamanyi this will be the verse. Those of us who have lived in the media for a long time, there was only one gynecologist. That gynecologist was working in Rubaga Hospital. The man was called Charles. Charles was arrested in connection with the treason. And the late Kasirye Gwanga was the key witness. Chirimutu. Kakati at that time, his lawyer urged that many women were dying because of the absence of this man. That time we used to have judges. Where are your judges? The judge said, but didn't he consider his importance to society before engaging in criminality? Should we create a precedent that if somebody is going to a tournament, he will commit an offense, and because of this commitment, how many times do we get medals from boxers, from other people? That we cannot forego. Omulamuzi yagaana. Bw'oba oli bayita batya yali bamuyitanga Dr. Charles bamukwata ne bamukwatira mu bakiri mutu baali baminisita nga baagala kusuula Museveni Kayeera Dr. Lwanga Kasirye Gwanga yabatega ne Evariste Nyanzi ne bamukwatiramu. Omulamuzi yagaa nti kiki ti abakazi bafa nnyo omusajja bamute. Yabaga nti lwaki yayingira mu criminality. The issue would be expedite his case so that we find him innocent or not.
True.
Can't the government find another gynecologist? Bw'osoma akatabo kange
katabo kyako
bakayita killing a medical doctor to save a cobra.
Killing a medical doctor to save a cobra.
Era singa oyo omwana agenda mu motoka n'akanoonyaamu kaliko ekifaananyi kya byandaala.
Is it one of these ones?
Kaliko ekifaananyi kya byandaala. Nabagamba ti once upon a time there was one cobra in the whole city of Rome. As the celebrities conducted themselves, the man was indisciplined. He used to snatch people's spouses and fight in a bars. And in the process, in one of the blows, he killed a person. Was arraigned before court. Kati omulamuzi yali amaze kusalawo n'abuuza omusajja, do you have anything to tell court in mitigation? Musajja aba tannayogera kubula. Musajja n'awanika omukono mu court. My lord, I have something to tell court. Proceed. But this is the only cobra in town. His demise means that we shall lose his services. Kubanga bw'ogenda mu Roma, oluguudo lwa Roma be basooka okukola enguudo. Kakati bw'oba toyina ngatto mu winter tosobola kutambula. Ate mu musana era tosobola kutambula nga toyina ngatto.
Ate lwaki?
This is what made the cobra very important. Kakati omusajja n'agamba omulamuzi n'amugamba nti but the Roman justice is clear. Whoever kills a person must be killed to satisfy the spirit of the dead. Omusajja n'adda waggulu n'agamba nti yes, that's your explanation. But the Roman justice does not say that the person who killed must be killed. It says a person must die. In this case, we can save the cobra and kill an innocent man. Wulira ate mwe kye kibakola obubi bwe ŋŋenda onkola ki bino bye tulimu bijja kakati nkugambe nti omulamuzi kyava agamba katuteyane nti doctors are very many. Grab one innocent doctor mumutte. Why? Abaloma kuva dda basawo. Italy yesinza abasawo bungi ne Cuba. Kyovolaba n'ekigambo kye tuyita Caesarean ekiri mu lusawo nti omukazi bamulongoosezza ye Emperor Caesar maama we baamulongoosa. Abaloma baali bagunda nebaga tutte dokita ali innocent. Kakati this newspaper once says these are innocent people and they have engagements. Yes, why the issue is not whether you have engagement, not at all. Kakati no gyosanga ono. This is a government newspaper. I know you. We call it a misnomer. Is it a government or not? It's a misnomer. A misnomer in mass communication is something that is taken or considered to be when it isn't. Akugambye money given in days to polling. What does this mean?
Money given days to polling.
Government releases
2.5 billion to political parties.
Why now? This is bribery. Elections are going to be nullified. Mpulidde obuvubuka obwo obubbi. Omanyi Museveni yasibye sente zabo n'abomma emirimu. Ono video nva bulaba nga kagamba kadde kalina kukwogera naye ne kamugamba ffe ekitukubya stories zino we want to be relevant to Museveni and give us money. These stories are manipulated by this group of civils. No, it is important. It is important. But there are also other you are talking about crimes. Crimes ijja kubeerawo. But no, no one is talking about this crimes. This means bribery and nullification of the elections. If political parties, apart from NRM, had smart leaders, they would reject this money.
But is it okay for them to receive the money?
When did you bring in money? Where did you bring in money? Kati ono olupapula lwa government. Obuvubuka buno nkawulidde kana kayina entwe bwete kana kayina entwe. Nga kayina kwogera naye. Nga kagamba we are publishing negative stories because Museveni refused to give us money. We are polluting the media because he should give us money. Kana kayina obutobo kalibu ebuti. Kakati ino story nullifies elections. Bino bimugambe bibi banje temuli.
How does it nullify the elections?
This is bribery.
Are they supposed to receive the
we
money?
Call this is a headline. Kankusomese. This is a headline. This is a kicker. Kano tukaita kicker mawulire. Akugambi money given days to polling.
Sente baziba wadde ngene nakumbala okulonda anti enkubuuza is it okay for them to receive the money
era omulenzi ono n'asigala ng'era enkyakomawo mu mawulire era n'akomyawo obugaalubindi bwe oyo kayija abayamba ki kayija what's the role of kayija in new vision oyo dota wammwe
nze tabakiwako kibuzo tokizeemu nkubadde nkubuuza is it okay for the political parties to receive money or lwakuba sente
anti nkugambye nti when you go to nullification when did you give money days before kyenabagamba ti you cannot arrest Bobi Wine's alleged conduits for money when a newspaper like a Monitor reveals in its headline that the government has released 35 billion, it means money is needed in the election. Why do you block Bobi Wine when you have also released the money? Ateka nebwono okola otya olw'okubagana amawulire nga sigaabwe baagawamba dda ayina gwe yawa ssente mbw amukolera amawulire nalowooza mbw nze ajja kumpamba nfuuke embwayi I cannot be your staff. Ate nkubuulidde ndi bwe bati recordinze obaka gundi bajja gamba omwana ka digesting I'm running out of time. I can do without recording. Yes. But what I want to explain that all of these cases of land you want me to discuss are not important as nullification of election. This is a government newspaper.
Katandikira wenyini. Yabule naku satu Uganda evenge salamu kugenda mukondo kuwa bili abili mukondo.
Bolete byobusiru jagenda. Soko umule. Yabusiru. Soko leke. This is important.
I'm introducing you.
Tunuli omusajja, tunuli rondo.
Soko ulirize mzee.
Tunuli ya Bokedde. Look what Bokedde.
Bokedde atabadde.
Bokedde. Omulaba Bokedde kyaliko. Minister, I know one. Lwaki abenaalimu tebalumba kasajja kano nga kafuluma olaba akasajja kano bwe kawandiise akasajja kano kalaba bwe kawandiise neba Jose Museveni laba kakugambye Kibuule Nantaba Mayanja Ssennyonga akalulu kabatuuyanya kakati bw'onoonya bano bonna balina linkage ne gavumenti wabula yo nnambooze bano bo batuufu nnyo.
Why is the problem?
Tetuyinza kukkiriza busiru tetusobola kukkiriza busiru nga buno ne busaana mu nsi tetuyinza kukkiriza busiru bw'abasajja bano nagano nyinza okugayuza yes but let me tell you
you're a writer, you have a couple of your books.
amawulire wagasomera you see let me educate you that's not news. One of the reasons of a newspaper or a media,
but you must accept what you did was wrong.
One of the roles of a media is disseminating information. In mass communication, information means facts. The moment a newspaper, that's why we have mainstream newspaper.
There are people who don't agree with what you write. But do they treat your content like that? No, do they treat your content like
that? Mainstream newspapers and gutter. These are gutter. This is a gutter newspaper. This is gutter. Between a broadsheet and a tabloid. Red paper you can accept. A broadsheet and a tabloid. Twitter mainstream media and the gutter. Manuba gutter.
the way you term them,
it should not be allowed to saturate, because information in mass communication means the facts. These are not the facts. This is manipulation. This is a gutter newspaper.
The way you define it, there are people who define your books as propaganda, but they don't treat your content like that.
Tetuyinza kuddira busiru ne busatulatinga nga ffe abamanyi nti akasajja nga kano akagenda okutuddiza mu elekisoni enkya ne kakeera n'engalabi yaako ne kayingira. Kayija abayamba ki? I saw the president praising Kayija. Where is Kayija here? Kayija abayamba ki? What's the role of Kayija here?
Tetuli ku page njala tukwatagane tutandike program.
Wewe
mzeta jja otandika nakyo kiri bwe kiti oli mwami muzadde oyina abaana bo trainings bwe kitwa kubana you're very passionate. Waliwo n'omu awagira people power over NUP.
I have freedom in my family.
Wamugana okwengaginga into campaigns. Into violence.
Yes.
Kindeseza kino mu weekend nyingi tugenda okumaliza olunaku olwaleero. Bob Wine yakutte abaana be n'abatwala mu United States.
You don't know what he's doing.
Ekyo kikola amawulire mpaka we twogerera.
And you don't know what he's doing.
Nga gwe omuzadde njagala kwebuuzaako. What do you make of that?
You don't know what he's doing. Let me tell you. Look what Bobby Wine is. Look what Bobby Wine, the way he was being treated by security forces before Afendem was took over special forces. Is it a worse situation or is it a different situation? When would he take his children away? Under this situation or the previous situation when bullets were flying over his head? That's very important for intelligent people. When Mohozi took over special forces and Birungi was sacked or transferred somewhere else, the security situation surrounding Bobby Wine improved. And I was happy. Why? Because the media intentionally, with the influence of somebody, was creating an impression that the battle was between Muhoozi and Bobby Wine. So whoever assassinated Bobby Wine, the responsibility would be taken or backlash on Muhoozi. Kakati when Muhoozi took over, he said, okay, even previous, I said, it is incumbent upon the government to provide the security for Bobby Wine. Why? There is a third force which does not want elections to go as they are. A third force can kill Bobby Wine, and I gave you examples. If somebody brings my book about Bobby Wine, the recent one, I gave you examples. Say the government must provide the security for Bobby Wine, because if Bobby Wine is assassinated, you cannot say that the government does not take care. Government has the responsibility to provide the security for us. Bobby Wine was humiliated at the premises of the Electoral Commission. Did he withdraw?
Immediately after nomination.
Did he withdraw?
Upon.
Kati yafunye yo humiliation, yagende kayunge sasini limuita kumutwe. That's important. Why does he? Because every decision is purposeful. I'm only speculating. That's very important. That the government, the president, responded to American concerns and changed the command of the special forces that were operating inside the police force.
Was it in the interest of the Americans?
That's why abazungu tebapininga kwa Ochola. They knew that the police had two independent units. Eyamaje gyatadumira ne ya police. So America bwe ba pressurizing tebakwata ku police. There was only one policeman, so bamwitani oyo gwe bajja okuyolanga n'abaana be balime kuddayo omulabako. Ye yajjanga y'ekitweki. Kakati kugamba, since then, security around Bobby Wine. Bobby Wine had even a privilege okumuleetera mu helicopter okumujja Kalangala. Had he gone with an helicopter? Kakati, the situation improving under Muhoozi or is worsening? That's up to the people to decide. I have also credible information that the American government has documented close relatives of people in the government to be deported from Canada and the United States. When you see people running away, he is facilitating this deportation. Yes. Yeah, you know.
How are they connected?
Hey. Anti kakati mubona kakati kyogamba nti bana ababano abali ebweru tebasobola kuhaminga badduka wano okimanyi kati buli adduka afuna poteka asylum if Bobi Wine can take his children it means anybody who can go to the American embassy and the European
ask for an
and get immediately you get a visa. But if you are sending away people, you are creating a very difficult situation for your opponents. It will really be wrong for the Americans and the Canadians to round up your people and send them here.
Mzee Tamale, was it understandable okutwala abaana bo kubajja wano okubatwala mu America?
Your decision is nabono gwekweka budduse akone nakati bwina meeting in the cell bukankana buti busula kisugu bwe buvaayo kati busula ntebe bwagala kudduka ate mudduka kite wali nyenyeja kuva ntebe bajja buyolera wano bulenzi mwe bajja bakwatira wano. Everybody is panicking except some of us.